5 ways the tendencies of the wise person help us understand Hanuman by Krishna's mercy. Na vinashyet katham karyam vaiklabyam na katham bhavet. Langhanam cha samudrasya katham nuna vritha bhavet. Quote, how can I ensure that the purpose of my task does not get destroyed? How shall I avoid mental disparity, and how do I ensure that my crossing of the ocean does not go for naught? Hanuman, Valmiki Ramayana, Sundara Kand, 241. They say that he is the greatest devotee of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in his avatara of Sri Rama. He is the son of the wind god Vayu. They also say that he is an expansion of Mahadeva, and so the allegiance to Rama only makes sense. He is depicted in countless pictures, either carrying a mountain, revealing his heart, or kneeling reverentially in an intentionally diminutive stature. These are different ways to describe the worshipable personality known as Sri Hanuman. His glories are as endless as time itself. If I should decide to dedicate an entire lifetime to discussing, contemplating, honoring, and remembering those glories, there would not be any time wasted, nor would there be a completion to the task. If overwhelmed by such an endeavor, we can try to relate by reviewing the tendencies of the wise person. This is with respect to completing a particular assignment. We can say that the assignment is of utmost importance, and so it is no accident that the wise person has been assigned the pressing responsibility. One, they do not want effort to go to waste. This is only common sense. If I have spent the last week building a foundation for a new house, I do not want to see everything spoiled. I have a sort of investment, though the work thus far has no tangible value. Since it will ultimately connect to the higher objective, the effort merges into a collective, in the manner that Sri Krishna describes the work of a person who is in knowledge of the truth, tattva. Gata sangasya muktasya jnanavasthita chetasaha yagyaya charataha karma samagram praviliyate. Quote, the work of a man who is unattached to the modes of material nature and who is fully situated in transcendental knowledge merges entirely into transcendence. Lord Krishna, Bhagavad-gita 4:23. 2. They want to build upon past successes. If I win a prestigious sporting event, the playing field essentially resets the next year. I might live off the notoriety for a while. The victory increases my confidence. Competitors take me more seriously. They might even be intimidated. At the same time, the previous success has no impact on the renewing task. The wise person wants to make the most of their successes. They would rather not rely on a historical record to be displayed on a plaque or pressed into every discussion to serve as a sort of credential. Rather, those successes should mean something. They should pay dividends in the manner of a steady and safe financial investment. 3. They would rather not have to repeat a task. This issue comes up quite often on television reality competition shows. A particular challenge might involve memorizing a series of numbers or codes and then entering that sequence later on in a race. It might be after climbing a mountain or running a mile. The issue is that as soon as a wrong code is entered at the destination, the participants must travel all the way back to the beginning and start again. The wise person obviously tries to avoid this taking place. They do not want to repeat something that they should do correctly the first time. There is the saying, measure twice, cut once. Why take the chance and spoil a great opportunity by not being diligent the first time? 4. They would rather avoid an easily preventable mistake. This is known as carelessness. I know all of the equations on the math exam. I'm so confident that I rush through the questions. The issue is that I made several mistakes. These could have been avoided if I simply took my time. Patience alongside eagerness. Confidence but also attention to verification. 5. They would rather not have to revisit a known problem scope. With important tasks, the decisions are not always easy. They are not quickly discovered. There has to be some kind of deliberation. There should be study involved, weighing the different options. The wise person plans for contingencies. If certain things do not go their way, they still have a way to proceed to get the task accomplished. We see all of these tendencies and more in Sri Hanuman, exhibited in his heroic journey to Lanka in search of Sita Devi. She was all by herself in a foreign and hostile place. Hanuman was not even sure what she looked like. One wrong move and the entire endeavor would be spoiled. Hanuman was the only chance at success. Despite clearing the large obstacle known as the ocean, Hanuman did not become complacent. That feat would be talked about for hundreds of years. But what if nothing came of it? What if Hanuman still failed after having done something amazing like leaping over a vast expanse? Hanuman did succeed. There were some false starts, some mistaken identifications, and some temporarily regrettable decisions. But he kept the end goal in mind. He is always looking to please Sri Rama, and since God is Satya Sankalpa, such a vow in determination, Dridha Vrata, always reaches the appropriate conclusion. Yasham tva antagatam papam, jananam punya karmanam, te dvandva moha nirmukta, bhajante mam dridhavrata. Quote, persons who have acted piously in previous lives and in this life, whose sinful actions are completely eradicated and who are freed from the duality of delusion, engage themselves in my service with determination. Lord Krishna, Bhagavad-gita 7:28. In closing, fixed in that vow, always thinking how, the mission to complete despite the amazing feat of ocean's leap, composure to keep, such that Sita to be found, impact of Hanuman profound.